What's good, fam? Hey, today we're going to be talking about some beautiful and stunning cards, some stuff that I'm really into, and I would like to share with all of you some of my collection, right? So we're going to go ahead and go into some of my collection. I often talk about investing, and today I don't want to do that, right? I want to gear away from some of the investing side, and I'll still do some of that content for all of you, but we're going to look at some of the cards I have and show my collector side, right? Because honestly, I still believe that collecting is more important than investing, right? I do this for nostalgia, and it's really close and near and dear to my heart. The artwork is phenomenal, and I'm getting into vintage cards lately. A lot of Aquapolis, Expedition, Neo Destiny, Neo Revelation. There's a lot of really, really old stuff, EX cards that I'm into right now, and it's pretty expensive, but here's the first one we have right here. This is a 2002 very iconic Gengar artwork that a lot of people are into. This is the Japanese version for Mysterious Mountains in a BGS 9. So I was looking at this because some of these cards, I'm not really big and fond on BGS slabs. I know some of them are actually more expensive, depending on what it is, right, versus a PSA. But in order to cross it over, I would probably get an 8 or maybe still a 9 of PSA, and it might go down in value. Now, typically what I've heard is that if you get 4 9.5, so quad 9.5, you could cross it over to PSA for a 10, which would be a crazy increase on this card, but still a very beautiful card, and you have to appreciate it, right? Some really, really awesome artwork. So that's the first one we have right there. Now, moving on to the next one, we have a 2001 Japanese Feraligatr. This is Expedition First Edition. Obviously, right, the older cards being First Edition, and you see the First Edition logo down here in the bottom right. A very beautiful and stunning card. And what's crazy about these cards to me is that back in the day, right, you didn't have a lot going on as far as the picture and the hologram here, but it's just really stunning seeing Feraligatr here in the water. And today, I feel like we've gotten so used to having more and more, like the Umbreon, you have to have art from here to the very bottom in order to really enjoy the card. And we've really gotten away from that because back then, we didn't have those full arts, right? We had a little snippet, and this card is still just as awesome as anything out there that's modern today. A really awesome card. All right, moving on to the next one. I don't really know much about this. I just got this one in a trade. Some of you out there might know what this is in a BGS 8. This is from 2006 Pokemon Play 4th Season promo, Lugia EX 4th Season. Not really sure. I don't know a lot about it. Honestly, I don't even think this card is holographic. It doesn't seem to have a hologram whatsoever, but still a really cool Lugia artwork. Gotta love Lugia, right? One of my favorite. And this one, really nice card. This one by far is one of my favorites. I don't know why. I think that the pink just pops with the Slowking, and just sitting here chilling on this rock. It's really cool. 2003 Pokemon Aquapolis Slowking Holo PSA 8 near mint. This one is not worth a ton of money. It's probably like 120 bucks. But to be honest, you cannot beat it. This is one of my favorite. And you see that swirl too, like right there, right? Sitting right here where Slowking is just sitting here looking at that swirl. So really nice, amazing card. Kind of give y'all a close-up right there. Love it. All right, moving on to the next one. This is another favorite of mine, another fan favorite, right? So we have another Aquapolis card, 2003, PSA 6, Nidoking. And give you a little close-up. I don't feel like Nidoking gets enough love today, but Nidoking, really cool character, awesome card, PSA 6. And I have looked at some of these, and I have thought about regrading them. Some of them seem to be in better condition, but you might know, right? You get wrecked with PSA with vintage. If you put vintage in, I seen something today that was like the Shining Gyarados got like a PSA 2, and it had little to no damage. So right here we have a 2001 Neo Revelation Suicune, a holo, PSA 5. This is another really, really awesome card. This card is also pretty cheap. I think it's like 100 bucks, 150 bucks, something like that. But for a Suicune, and to be this old 2001, it's a really awesome looking card, right? Really awesome. Just pops. Now, we're going to move you over here to a Shining Mewtwo Neo Destiny 2002 PSA 8. You got to love the Shinings, right? It's not a lot of holographic stuff going on. It's just a character. You just got Mewtwo here, kind of shining, has this aluminum foil look. I know, I know that sounds kind of cheap, but these cards are just amazing. The Shining Charizard has been going up in value, really, really pricey. I really want the Tyranitar, so if you got it, hit me up if you want to trade it. That's the card I want, but you can't go wrong with the Mewtwo. And I actually might be trading this one very, very soon. This card, another really cheap card. I think this one's worth like $100 or $90, something like that. Sabrina's Gengar Holo. That's because it's a PSA 7 Japanese. But this artwork is crazy. I was actually looking at it pretty close recently, and I never noticed that you have a graveyard in the background. You actually see little crosses back here, and that makes this card just really eerie. And Gengar looks like he's just about to do something crazy. So you gotta love this card, man. This card is really awesome. Gengar is one of my favorite characters of all time. Moving on to the Alakazam from Skyridge, one of the best sets out there. A banger box, booster box is incredibly expensive. PSA 5 right here, Alakazam. Stunning card, stunning. And this one right here is a banger, right? We got a Crystal Celebi, PSA 6 Holo, right? You got the reverse holos and the holos. The holos are crazy expensive, crazy expensive. This card is probably $600 to $700, and it's only a PSA 6 Celebi, and that's why, right? That artwork is unmatched. Like, that's an incredible artwork, and you see all the holo down here just popping. So really beautiful and stunning card. I also might be trading this one very, very soon. This one, not first edition, Lugia Holo 2000 Neo Genesis PSA 5. Awesome card, right? Need the first edition, but a really stunning Lugia. One of the best out there, except for the Crystal, right? The Crystal one is by far the best. A banger right here from Expedition, first edition Charizard 2001 and a Gem Mint PSA 10. So you've seen it. You've all seen this holo right here. Green Wing Charizard blasting off right here. And you've all seen it, right? A very iconic Charizard, PSA 10. And another one of my favorites right here is the Espeon from Neo Discovery 2001 PSA 8. Another fairly cheap card, but a really awesome looking card, right? Espeon. Espeon's really nice. Now next, we're just going to transition over to a little bit of raw cards, right? So I've been trading a lot of slab cards, and what I try to do generally is trade a banger for a lot of near mint or mint raw cards that I believe that are grade worthy, so I can just amass a larger collection and increase the value. And that's what I've been doing. And like I said, I've been trying to get mostly vintage. So we'll go ahead and skim through some of these. So right here, we have a Scyther EX. And these cards are nice. You see a little chip up here and down here. So most likely this is probably a PSA 8, maybe a PSA 9. Depends on the grader for that day. This one right here brings back some nostalgia. Giovanni's Persian. We have a Dark Slowbro. Team Rocket. These cards are stunning. A little marked down here, but that's about it on the Slowbro. Everybody knows this one, right? Incredibly hard to get. Fusion Strike. We all heard about it. All the cards that were stolen, right? You couldn't get this stuff, but you got the Mew V. Really awesome card. You can't see the back, have the sleeve on it, but a really awesome alternate art like that card right there. We have another one right here. I also have this one in Japanese. This one is highly desirable. Sagalio and Lunala. A really awesome, awesome card. So you have Giovanni's Machamp. Pretty old card right there. Really old. We have another Slowking from that tropical set, right? We have Shining Ho-Oh. I have quite a few of these Shining cards, but they never tend to grade a 10 for me. They never grade a 10, so it's kind of hard to send them off for me. Leafeon V-Star, beautiful evolution card. We have the Celebi, Another fan favorite for alternate art. Not too expensive. So if you like Celebi, you like this card, definitely one to get right here and pick that up. Another awesome card, one of the best looking ones out there, but not too expensive at all in price. You have the Golurk V alternate art. We have some trainers. So we have Friends and Sinnoh. We have Friends and Galar. Some bangers. Look at that. Chikorita. That's an awesome card. And you can see the hologram down here. Looks like the barcode, right? You see it all throughout this card. This is a newer back Japanese card, but still pretty old. You have a Zapdos. Pretty old Zapdos. We have a Dark Vaporeon. And of course, we got some modern in here, right? So we do have the Gyarados EX. This is my favorite from the set right now. This one just looks amazing. I like that one more than the Arcanine. You also have Jack sleeping, super tired, right? That's an awesome trainer card. I really like this trainer card. You have the Pikachu. I also have the one from the Precious Collector box that I bought out of Japan. I do like the silver border better than this one, but I pulled a few of these, really like that. Also pulled quite a few of these Charizards. I'm not really a big fan of the crosshatch pattern, but it is a cool looking card. It's all right, right? And of course, everybody's seen it before, the Charizard V-Star with Mewtwo in the background. But I do like the Japanese one better than the one that comes inside of the box. This one is really cool, really nice. Got that right there. We also have the Deoxys VMAX. Gotta love the Deoxys. About to go to space, boy. About to go to space. You also have the Zacian V, another badass card. I opened a Gym Challenge pack, and this one probably ain't worth much of anything, but the Blaine's Charmeleon, just a very nostalgic vibe. I remember this as a kid growing up, so I had to put it in the sleeve to protect it. The hit I got out of that pack was the Blaine, right? So that was the rare. We got the Blaine hologram trainer card. Mint condition, right? This one's fresh out the pack. Really nice card. One of my favorites. Very off-centered. Most of them are, actually. I don't think a lot of these Korokoro Mews are actually centered very well, but this one is in pretty good condition, and it's a card I've wanted for a very long time, so I didn't really care what the condition was. If I took this out, you can kind of see how the card shines. That shimmer is nuts. You have another Mewtwo EX. This one's pretty cool as well. Actually a cheaper one. It's not worth too much. I don't think it's in the greatest condition either. You see a lot of damage down here in the bottom. Big banger. This is the big boy right here. Shining Gyarados. One of my favorite Gyaradoses ever to be made, right? And this one is pretty much flawless almost. If I take this out of this little top loader right here, we have a little nick up here. But for the most part, there's nothing wrong with this card. Really amazing artwork. Lily, this is one of the top three, right? I would say the cheapest of the top three, but I definitely want the other two. Lily cards are not cheap by any means. They're very expensive. Very expensive, but really nice. Beedrill. I remember when this one came out, the alternate art. This one was pretty expensive when it first came out. It definitely went down in value. It's not that expensive anymore. It's probably like 20, 30 bucks now. But a really awesome and beautiful looking card, all the flowers in the background, and all the little Beedrills just flying around. Another banger. We're coming down to the end of it, guys. So we have the Charizard GX. Another one, sadly, where the centering is off top to bottom. But the condition of the card is flawless. It's a really amazing card. And I will probably be trading this one because, yeah, want to get some more raw cards. We have the Umbreon V Evolution sitting up there. Pretty cool. Wanted to trade for this one. I really like the red and blue trainer. Got that one. And then the last card we got today, we have the alternate art Rotom V. So yeah, I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, right? This is just some of my collection. And I'm definitely always amassing, it seems like, another stack to send off to PSA. And that's just what I do, right? Got to send off another stack to PSA, pay PSA, so that way I can trade some more cards. And everything you see here, everything we talked about today was a trade. I traded for all of this. So it gives y'all an inside look into some of the stuff that I have on my list, some stuff that I'm trading for, things that I think are valuable, things that I love. And some of this stuff is just trade bait, like this Charizard, in order for me to get a lot more great stuff that I want to put into my collection. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I really love each and every one of you. Thanks for all of the support. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back soon with another video, and I'll see y'all later. Out.